This upcoming weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series is heading out to wine country to race at the Sonoma Raceway in the Toyota Save Mart 350. This is the fourth road course we will be at in 2025. We'll have plenty more, but we first went out to Coda. That was awesome. Mexico City was awesome. And then we had Chicago. It was awesome. So I got high hopes for this race, and I'm here today to give y'all my full-on predictions for it. I'm going to give y'all my top five and a driver to keep an eye on that some may consider as a dark horse. So stay tuned for that. But enough said here, and on to the intro we go.
Hey, I'm Lady here, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
In my own opinion, going out to Sonoma, I think that Shane Van Gisbergen is going to separate himself from the other NASCAR Cup Series playoff contenders because he'll pick up win number 3 of the year, but it's on a road course, and he's really supposed to win on the road course. That's the reason why he's in NASCAR with Trackhouse Racing, because he's a proven winner, and he's going to guarantee you at least a win or two a year. So I think he's going to separate himself in the sense of he's going to get 15 playoff points when it's all said and done from these 3 race wins. And he's also going to, I think, pick up a couple of more as the season goes on these road courses. But as these playoff points start getting stacked up, Shane Van Gisbergen is going to be in a good position come the round of 16 to practically have a big margin, if you will, like a race gap in between him and the bubble. And I just think that it's going to set himself up for a easy shot to make it to the round of 12. I think the round of 12 is the 88 team ceiling. I don't think they're a championship contender right now, and nor do I think it's going to be next year that they're contending for it, but maybe a couple of years down the line. It's going to take a couple of years. This is a very big project here with Shane Van Gisbergen, but if he's competitive on these road courses, he's going to get the points necessary to point his way in and have such a big bubble in between other drivers in the playoffs. So, yeah, Shane Van Gisbergen will win Sonoma. And second place is going to be Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, as of lately, has kind of worried me with his consistency. And I just think that right now is the perfect time for him to turn the season around. He's going to one of his better road courses in Sonoma. And then next week we're going to Dover. Kyle Larson's pretty damn good in Dover. And then we're going to Indianapolis, not to mention he won there a year ago. So Kyle Larson does have some pretty good tracks coming up. And if he can have a good result here in Sonoma, which second place I think will happen, he's going to be in a pretty good position to possibly win a race down the stretch. But who knows? Kyle Larson, I think it's going to start turning the page in the 2025 season. He hasn't been the same since, I guess you could say, Charlotte. Right here behind him is the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin, at the beginning of the Chicago race weekend, he had that mechanical failure, and I thought that he was going to mentally tap out and just not give it his all. Like, he was burnout, looked like, Saturday. And Sunday, we just saw a new Denny Hamlin, and he came to play. He was competitive. He brought the fight, and had a good result. So I think he's going to carry the momentum over to another road course in Sonoma, and I think the conversation is going to have to be had. Is Denny Hamlin starting to become actually a good road course racer? Because he's always been known in the past as being a crappy one, but he's slightly getting better as the years go by. And before you know it, he's going to be a contender on these road courses. It's not now he's going to be a contender, but maybe a couple years down the road. Behind him, the 71 car of Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell, I feel really bad for him and the Inspired Motorsports team. They went out to Chicago with a very good setup, qualified on the front row in second place, and next thing you know, they led off the line and led so many laps, won stage 1, picked up very valuable playoff points, and next thing you know, they had mechanical failures with the throttle, and he had to go to the garage, and that took his chances away from winning. And I think that if there was one driver outside of Tyler Reddick that could have beaten Shane Van Gisbergen in Chicago, it was Michael McDowell, but obviously he didn't have that chance. And yeah, he's in a must-win situation, and I think Sonoma is going to be one of the better shots for him to do so. Obviously, you got Daytona down the line, but Daytona is a big toss-up. I mean, I could put a name in a hat, which I probably will do because anybody could win there. I wouldn't, if I was Michael McDowell, I wouldn't bank on going to Daytona and winning. I think that Sonoma is probably going to be his best shot. But then again, remember Texas a while back? He was leading very late, had a chance to win Texas. So, Inspired Motorsports, if they get the setup right, they can be competitive. And but if I'm Michael McDowell, though, I'm banking it all on Sonoma. So, P4 for him. I think he's going to have a great weekend. Hopefully, he does better than what I predict, but time will tell. P5, William Byron. William Byron right now is in a very interesting situation. He went to Chicago and was very quick in practice, and at the end, thumped the wall. And when he thumped the wall, it went downhill from there because he started at the back of the pack, and at the race start, he started struggling, and it looked like he had a mechanical failure, and next thing you know, it took him out of contention. And William Byron's luck on road course racing is pretty bad right now. He had a good coda, and yeah, Chicago was pretty rough, and I think that he's going to turn it around in wine country in Sonoma with a top 5. My dark horse is a winner from Sonoma in the past who also got career win number 1 here back in 2022. Daniel Suarez. I think Daniel Suarez is feeling the pressure right now to perform well to get a ride for 2026 Junior Motorsports 88 car. But he's going to want to do well to prove why Trackhouse Racing made a mistake replacing him with Connor Zillage. And I think that he's going to do really well here. And I think a top 10 is definitely on the tables here. Maybe a top 5 or perhaps even a win. But time will tell there. But there you go. There's my prediction. Shane Van Gisbergen wins. 3rd race of the year. Kyle Larson 2nd. Denny Hamlin 3rd. Michael McDowell 4th. And William Byron 5th. And dark horse, long shot, Daniel Suarez. What do you think? Comment down below.